In Buddhism, material possessions, cleanliness, and mindfulness in daily life are viewed through the lens of spirituality and karma. A common teaching often echoed in Buddhist communities warns against placing certain objects on your bed, as it is believed that doing so may attract poverty, ruin, and even disease. This concept, while deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy, has relevance far beyond just spiritual rituals. It speaks to the importance of our actions, mindfulness, and how the state of our personal environment impacts both our mental and physical well-being. To fully appreciate this teaching, it is essential to understand the underlying reasons behind it. While it may seem superstitious on the surface, the advice is steeped in practical wisdom. The bed, in many cultures and certainly within Buddhism, is considered a sacred space, a place for rest, rejuvenation, and healing. Let's delve into some common things that should never be placed on your bed according to Buddhist teachings, along with the symbolic and practical reasoning behind them. 1. Dirty or used clothes. One of the first teachings in Buddhism about cleanliness is the importance of keeping one's environment pure. Placing dirty or used clothes on your bed is considered an act that invites negative energy. In Buddhist culture, cleanliness is closely associated with spiritual purity. Dirty clothes carry sweat, dust, and sometimes even negative energies absorbed throughout the day. When placed on your bed, these impurities transfer to the space meant for rest and recovery. From a practical perspective, allowing unclean clothes on your bed can lead to the spread of germs and bacteria. Dirt and sweat can create an environment for infections to develop. Also, it can subconsciously contribute to feelings of chaos and disorganization in your life, symbolically inviting poverty and ruin. A cluttered, dirty bed disrupts peace of mind and affects the quality of rest you receive, indirectly impacting your financial and personal success. 2. Wallets and money. In Buddhist philosophy, money and wealth are often viewed with caution. While not inherently evil, money can become a source of greed, attachment, and suffering if mishandled. Placing your wallet or money on your bed symbolizes disrespect for both your financial resources and your personal space of rest. Symbolically, it is said that placing money on your bed can attract ruin or loss of wealth. The idea here is that mixing financial concerns with your place of rest leads to an imbalance. Your bed should be a place of peace, not burdened with the stresses of financial worries. In addition, placing money or a wallet on the bed can invite theft or loss, as it shows carelessness about your material resources. 3. Sharp objects. Buddhist teachings often emphasize the importance of nonviolence and the avoidance of harm, not just toward others but also toward oneself. Sharp objects like knives, scissors, or needles are believed to carry aggressive energy. By placing them on your bed, you symbolically bring harm and conflict into your personal space. From a practical standpoint, having sharp objects in your sleeping area can lead to accidents. Even if it's unintentional, you could hurt yourself by accidentally sitting on or brushing against a sharp item. Beyond physical injury, sharp objects on your bed may represent unresolved emotional conflicts or stress that can disturb your mental peace and well-being. 4. Food and drinks. Eating in bed might seem harmless, but from a Buddhist perspective, it can bring about negative consequences. The bed is a place for rest, not nourishment. Mixing these two energies, rest and eating, creates an imbalance that can disrupt the harmony in your life. It is believed that eating in bed invites poverty because it represents a lack of respect for the sanctity of the space. On a practical level, food crumbs or spilled drinks can attract pests like ants, roaches, and other unwanted insects, bringing disease into your living environment. These creatures symbolize decay and disorder. This idea directly correlates to the belief that allowing such contamination can invite physical illness and hardship. 5. Technology and electronic devices. While smartphones, laptops, and other gadgets are common in our modern lives, Buddhist teachings suggest keeping them out of your bed. Technology, in many ways, represents distraction and attachment. Placing these devices on your bed encourages an overstimulation of the mind, leading to poor sleep quality and disturbed peace. From a practical standpoint, using technology in bed can severely impact your sleep cycle. The blue light emitted from screens disrupts melatonin production, making it harder for your brain to wind down for sleep. Moreover, constant notifications, emails, and social media can clutter your mind, making it difficult to experience mindfulness and inner peace, which are essential tenets in Buddhism. 6. Shoes. In Buddhist cultures, shoes are often viewed as dirty or impure, given that they touch the ground and accumulate dirt. The bed is considered a sacred space where the mind and body reconnect and refresh, and bringing dirt and outside energy into this space is considered disrespectful. From a practical perspective, shoes carry germs and bacteria from outside, which can easily transfer to your bedding. This can lead to health issues, from skin infections to respiratory problems. It also adds to the sense of clutter and chaos, making it harder for the mind to relax and find peace. 7. Books and study materials. While books represent knowledge and wisdom, Buddhist teachings encourage a balance between intellectual pursuits and rest. Placing books or study materials on your bed can symbolize an overload of information, which can prevent you from achieving mental clarity and inner peace. The bed is meant to be a place of stillness, not a continuation of your intellectual efforts. On a practical level, having books on your bed may prevent you from fully unwinding before sleep, as your mind remains preoccupied with thoughts and ideas. This mental stimulation can lead to restless nights and a lack of rejuvenating sleep. Over time, this can contribute to stress, fatigue, and even physical ailments, thus inviting disease into your life. 8. Unnecessary items or clutter. In Buddhism, clutter is often seen as a physical manifestation of mental confusion. When you allow random or unnecessary items to accumulate on your bed, it represents a lack of mindfulness and attention to detail. This carelessness is believed to invite poverty and hardship, as a cluttered mind cannot make clear, wise decisions. Practically, clutter on your bed not only disrupts your rest but also creates an environment of chaos. It becomes harder to relax and sleep soundly when surrounded by disorder. Over time, this disorganization can spill over into other aspects of your life, leading to feelings of being overwhelmed, stressed, and financially unstable. The spiritual connection between your bed and your life. The underlying message in these Buddhist teachings is that the state of your personal space, particularly your bed, reflects your state of mind and the energies you attract. In Buddhism, the concept of karma teaches that every action, no matter how small, has consequences. By treating your bed as a sacred space, you create an environment of peace, mindfulness, and harmony. This in turn attracts positive energy, health, and prosperity into your life. When you disregard this space by allowing unclean, cluttered, or disruptive items to take up residence on your bed, you invite the opposite: chaos, poverty, and illness. The bed is a symbol of rejuvenation, and it's essential to treat it with respect and care. This mindfulness extends beyond just the physical act of keeping your bed clean. It is a metaphor for how you approach all aspects of life. Mindful practices for your sleeping space. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine, especially when it comes to your bed, can significantly impact your overall well-being. Here are a few practices inspired by Buddhist teachings. Daily tidying. Make it a habit to clear your bed of any items that don't belong there before going to sleep. This helps create a peaceful and welcoming environment for rest. Cleanliness. Ensure that your bedding is clean and fresh. Wash your sheets regularly and keep dirty clothes away from your bed to avoid contamination of your sleeping space. Technology-free zone. Consider setting a boundary where no electronic devices are allowed on your bed. This promotes better sleep and mental clarity. Gratitude. Before lying down to sleep, take a moment to reflect on your day and practice gratitude. This aligns with the Buddhist concept of mindfulness and helps attract positive energy into your life. Simplify your space. Keep your sleeping area free of clutter. A simple, tidy environment promotes mental peace and attracts prosperity and health, according to Buddhist beliefs. In Buddhism, the bed represents more than just a place for physical rest. It is seen as a symbolic space where one's mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being converge. According to Buddhist teachings, the bed holds a special sanctity that must be respected if one wishes to live a balanced, harmonious life. Keeping this space pure and free from contamination reflects a greater awareness of the spiritual energies around us. Buddhist philosophy warns that by bringing certain objects or behaviors into this sacred area, you could unknowingly invite negative consequences into your life. These consequences, often described as attracting poverty, ruin, and disease, serve as metaphors for both material loss and spiritual degradation. This teaching emphasizes the need for mindfulness in daily living, where seemingly small acts, such as what we place on our bed, carry deeper meanings and potential impacts on our lives. One of the most important concepts in Buddhism is mindfulness, or sati, which calls for a heightened awareness of our actions, surroundings, and intentions. The advice to keep harmful or disruptive objects off the bed is, in essence, a reminder to practice mindfulness in all aspects of life, even in spaces as personal as our bedroom. For example, placing clutter, electronics, or even dirty laundry on the bed might seem trivial, but from a Buddhist perspective, these acts reflect a disorganized mind. A disordered bed can mirror an unsettled life, which in turn may attract financial instability or emotional unrest. Additionally, items like sharp objects or food, which can cause physical harm or attract pests, symbolize external disruptions that can disturb the inner peace one strives for. This connection between the state of one's personal space and one's mental state is crucial in understanding why Buddhist teachings emphasize maintaining the purity of the bed. Beyond the symbolic and spiritual implications, there is also a practical rationale to these teachings. The bed, as a place of rest and rejuvenation, plays a vital role in one's overall health. When harmful objects or habits infiltrate this space, it can directly affect sleep quality, mental clarity, and physical health. For instance, using electronic devices in bed can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to fatigue and decreased productivity, which are often associated with struggles in managing daily responsibilities or financial challenges. Similarly, allowing clutter to accumulate in your sleeping space can create an environment of chaos, leading to stress and disorganization. From this practical standpoint, the Buddhist teaching about the sanctity of the bed aligns with modern understandings of wellness and hygiene. This blending of ancient spiritual wisdom with contemporary insights shows that the guidance offered by Buddhism remains relevant today, encouraging individuals to cultivate spaces that promote peace, clarity, and well-being. The Buddhist teaching about maintaining the sanctity of your bed offers much more than a spiritual or religious guideline. It provides a roadmap to personal well-being, mindfulness, and balance in life. This teaching is not simply about superstition or fear of bad luck, but rather a profound reminder how small, seemingly insignificant actions can influence the broader aspects of our lives. By reframing how we view our personal spaces, particularly the bed, we are encouraged to cultivate mindfulness and respect for ourselves, our surroundings, and the energies we allow into our lives. The bed, in many cultures, holds deep significance as a place where the body and mind recover and regenerate. In Buddhist philosophy, it is much more than a piece of furniture. It is a sacred space where we retreat to restore our physical and spiritual energy. By allowing negative influences, such as dirt, clutter, or electronic distractions, into this space, we are not only disturbing our sleep but also welcoming chaos and disruption into our inner worlds. This chaos can manifest in various forms, including physical illness, financial instability, or emotional unrest, all of which are represented by the symbolic warnings of attracting poverty, ruin, and disease. From a practical perspective, the cleanliness, order, and energy of your bedroom, particularly your bed, have a significant impact on your life's overall quality. When we take care to ensure our bed remains a sanctuary, we enhance our ability to rest deeply, think clearly, and face life's challenges with calm and mindfulness. Disruptions in sleep, caused by clutter, technology, or poor hygiene, can have ripple effects on our health, relationships, and work, leading to outcomes that may indeed feel like ruin or hardship. The symbolic teachings of Buddhism, therefore, overlap with modern scientific understandings of sleep, cleanliness, and mental health, creating a holistic approach to personal well-being. The bed is a symbol of the mind. In Buddhist teachings, the external world is often a reflection of the internal state of the mind. This teaching extends to the objects and spaces around us, especially the places where we spend significant amounts of time, such as our beds. When we clutter or dirty our bed with unnecessary items like dirty clothes, sharp objects, or electronic devices, we are unconsciously inviting chaos into our mental state. The physical mess on your bed represents the mental clutter you might be carrying. Disorganization and chaos in your sleeping space can prevent your mind from fully relaxing, thus obstructing the path to peaceful sleep and clarity in your waking life. Consider how clutter in your bedroom, or on your bed specifically, can create an environment that fosters anxiety and stress. When your mind is constantly processing visual cues of disorder, it cannot fully relax. Over time, this stress can lead to deeper emotional or psychological issues. From a Buddhist perspective, this clutter attracts negative energy, which can manifest as financial instability, poor decision-making, or interpersonal conflicts. By keeping your bed clear of unnecessary items, you symbolically and practically clear your mind, making room for peaceful rest, which rejuvenates your spirit and allows for mindful, productive action in the waking hours. The practicality of hygiene and health. Aside from the spiritual and psychological benefits, there are strong practical reasons for following the Buddhist teaching of keeping harmful items off your bed. The items we often place on our beds, such as dirty laundry, food, and electronic devices, can have real, tangible effects on our health. Dirty clothes bring bacteria, allergens, and dust that can irritate your skin, affect your breathing, or even cause infections. Similarly, eating on your bed invites crumbs and spills, which attract pests like ants and cockroaches. These pests are not only a nuisance but can also spread diseases, directly impacting your health and well-being. Moreover, the growing reliance on technology has introduced new challenges into our sleeping spaces. While smartphones, laptops, and other devices have become essential tools in our modern lives, their place should not be in bed. The blue light emitted by these devices disrupts melatonin production, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. This leads to restless nights and poor quality sleep, leaving you tired and less productive during the day. Furthermore, the mental distractions caused by scrolling through social media or reading work emails in bed make it harder to disconnect from daily stressors, impacting both your physical health and mental clarity. This sleep disruption over time, can lead to poor decision-making, fatigue, and a lack of mindfulness, which is why Buddhist teachings encourage us to remove these items from our sacred sleeping space. The spiritual impact, energy and karma. Beyond the practical aspects of hygiene and health, the teachings around what we place on our bed also touch on deeper spiritual beliefs about energy and karma. In Buddhism, every action and decision we make is tied to the concept of karma, the idea that our deeds, whether good or bad, will return to us in some form. This extends to the physical and material world, including the spaces we inhabit. The bed, as a place of restoration, should be a source of positive, rejuvenating energy. However, if we allow negative or harmful influences to taint this space, we attract negative karmic consequences. The bed as a symbol of the mind. In Buddhist teachings, the external world is often a reflection of the internal state of the mind. This teaching extends to the objects and spaces around us, especially the places where we spend significant amounts of time, such as our beds. When we clutter or dirty our bed with unnecessary items like dirty clothes, sharp objects, or electronic devices, we are unconsciously inviting chaos into our mental state. The physical mess on your bed represents the mental clutter you might be carrying. Disorganization and chaos in your sleeping space can prevent your mind from fully relaxing, thus obstructing the path to peaceful sleep and clarity in your waking life. Consider how clutter in your bedroom, or on your bed specifically, can create an environment that fosters anxiety and stress. When your mind is constantly processing visual cues of disorder, it cannot fully relax. Over time, this stress can lead to deeper emotional or psychological issues. From a Buddhist perspective, this clutter attracts negative energy, which can manifest as financial instability, poor decision-making, or interpersonal conflicts. By keeping your bed clear of unnecessary items, you symbolically and practically clear your mind, making room for peaceful rest, which rejuvenates your spirit and allows for mindful, productive action in the waking hours. The practicality of hygiene and health. Aside from the spiritual and psychological benefits, there are strong practical reasons for following the Buddhist teaching of keeping harmful items off your bed. The items we often place on our beds, such as dirty laundry, food, and electronic devices, can have real, tangible effects on our health. Dirty clothes bring bacteria, allergens, and dust that can irritate your skin, affect your breathing, or even cause infections. Similarly, eating on your bed invites crumbs and spills, which attract pests like ants and cockroaches. These pests are not only a nuisance but can also spread diseases, directly impacting your health and well-being. Moreover, the growing reliance on technology has introduced new challenges into our sleeping spaces. While smartphones, laptops, and other devices have become essential tools in our modern lives, their place should not be in bed. The blue light emitted by these devices disrupts melatonin production, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. This leads to restless nights and poor quality sleep, leaving you tired and less productive during the day. Furthermore, the mental distractions caused by scrolling through social media or reading work emails in bed make it harder to disconnect from daily stressors, impacting both your physical health and mental clarity. This sleep disruption, over time, can lead to poor decision-making, fatigue, and a lack of mindfulness, which is why Buddhist teachings encourage us to remove these items from our sacred sleeping space. The spiritual impact, energy and karma. Beyond the practical aspects of hygiene and health, the teachings around what we place on our bed also touch on deeper spiritual beliefs about energy and karma. In Buddhism, every action and decision we make is tied to the concept of karma, the idea that our deeds, whether good or bad, will return to us in some form. This extends to the physical and material world, including the spaces we inhabit. The bed, as a place of restoration, should be a source of positive, rejuvenating energy. However, if we allow negative or harmful influences to taint this space, we attract negative karmic consequences. For instance, placing objects related to work, like books or electronic devices, on your bed can interfere with the calming, peaceful energy necessary for deep rest. This symbolizes an inability to disconnect from the stresses of daily life, leading to burnout and anxiety. Similarly, placing sharp objects or dirty clothes on your bed is seen as disrespectful to the sacredness of the space, symbolically inviting disorder, injury, or illness into your life. According to Buddhist beliefs, these actions disrupt the flow of positive energy, leading to poor health, financial troubles, and emotional turmoil. By understanding the spiritual importance of what we place on our bed, we begin to see the connection between our physical actions and their wider implications. The bed becomes a symbol of our internal state, and caring for it as a sacred space becomes a practice in mindfulness, respect, and intentional living. When we cultivate a peaceful, clean, and restful environment, we invite positive energy, health, and prosperity into our lives, reflecting the Buddhist principle of interdependence, the idea that everything is connected and our actions have far-reaching consequences. Final thoughts: embracing the teachings in everyday life. The Buddhist teaching of keeping certain objects off your bed may seem simple, but its depth lies in the broader lessons it imparts about mindfulness, respect, and balance. By following this guidance, we cultivate a deeper awareness of how our physical spaces reflect our mental and emotional states. The bed, as a sacred space for rest and rejuvenation, deserves our respect and attention. By maintaining its purity and order, we not only protect our physical health, but also invite positive spiritual and emotional energies into our lives. In a world filled with distractions, stress, and uncertainty, these ancient teachings provide a framework for finding peace and balance in everyday life. The Buddhist emphasis on mindful living encourages us to take small, intentional steps toward creating environments that support our well-being. Whether through decluttering, keeping harmful objects away from our bed, or practicing mindfulness in how we treat our personal spaces, we can align ourselves with positive energy, health, and prosperity. As you reflect on these teachings and the practical steps you can take to apply them in your life, remember that small changes can lead to significant results. By respecting the sanctity of your bed and other personal spaces, you invite balance, clarity, and peace into your life, ensuring that you are living in harmony with both the spiritual and material worlds. Convincing message: subscribe to our YouTube channel Buddhism Insights. If you found these insights valuable and want to learn more about how to apply ancient teachings to modern life, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We share regular content on mindfulness, spirituality, and practical tips for leading a more balanced and peaceful life. Stay connected with us for more wisdom, inspiration, and transformative practices that can help you on your journey toward greater well-being. Click the subscribe button and join our growing community today.